Alright, well, hi-ho, chillio. It's a Saturday night special. Give me just a second. Had to press a couple buttons to make sure we are live on everything we need to be live on. But those of you on YouTube, good evening. Hello, hola. Alright, just gotta press a couple of buttons and say hello. Here we go. Alright, we're live on the Facebags, the Tweeters, and the YouTubes. Good evening, I'm David Reimer with the Texas Storm Chasers. It's a Saturday night special. Let me be abundantly clear, 98% of you in Texas, this is not going to impact you whatsoever. We are looking at the Texas Panhandle and portions of West Texas. Everywhere else in the state, it is hot, it is dry, it is humid, it is summer. Those of you in the Panhandle and West Texas, some early summer type weather going on. We are not what's the term? Thunderstorm complexes impacting the Texas Panhandle and West Texas in the early summer months are not unusual. That being said, we do have some rather unhappy thunderstorms currently impacting portions of the state. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Complex of severe thunderstorms is currently moving southeast across the northwestern Texas Panhandle. We've got thunderstorms that are not severe south of Interstate 40, west of Highway 385. Those are progressing off to the east. For the purpose of this update, we're going to focus on the thunderstorms with the greatest threat of producing damaging straight-line winds and the potential for some hail. And that's going to be with these storms north of Interstate 40 and currently roughly west of Highway 287 for the moment. Alright, first off, we have a line of severe thunderstorms essentially crossing over Highway 54 right now from Stratford down 54 to Dalhart, farther to the southwest. These storms are moving southeast at about 30 miles per hour, capable of producing damaging straight-line winds of 60 to 75 miles per hour. About an hour ago, up in Boise City, Oklahoma, we had a wind gust up to 78 miles per hour. A weather station in Dalhart has a wind gust up to 63 miles per hour. And Stratford, you're getting some high winds as well. So these storms are capable of producing some hail, capable of producing damaging straight-line winds of 60 to 75 miles per hour, and enough lightning to literally light up the Texas Panhandle sky. And again, these storms are moving southeast at 30 to 35 miles per hour. We'll put a quick storm track on that. Again, moving southeast at about 30. On this track, storms will be moving into Cactus at 12:02, 12:16 for Sunray, 12:24 for Dumas, and 12:26 for Channing. Channing's on 385. Dumas is the intersection of 287 and 87. Cactus is north of Dumas on 287, about halfway between Stratford and Dumas. Again, these storms are capable of producing damaging straight-line winds of 65 to 75 miles per hour, quarter-size hail, and heavy rainfall. Now, a little separate renegade severe storm. This one's capable of producing ping-pong to golf ball size hail. This storm's going to be coming up on Channing here shortly. It's moving northeast at about 30 miles per hour. Present track has the storm moving into Channing in about 26 minutes. So let's say 12:10 to 12:15 this morning. Again, the potential for heavy rain, quarter to golf ball size hail, wind gusts of 60 to 65 miles per hour. Assuming this storm can make it to Dumas before the storms farther northwest intercept it, the storm could be approaching Dumas from the southwest in an hour. Otherwise, storms northwest of Dumas will be moving into town in about 25 to 30 minutes. With damaging straight-line winds of 65 to 75 miles per hour, heavy rainfall, maybe some quarter to ping-pong ball size hail. Farther south of Interstate 40, we've got a strong storm on Highway 60 between Freona and Hereford. This storm's moving northeast as well. Gusty winds up to 50 miles per hour, blowing dust, some heavy rain, maybe some dime-sized hail. However, these storms are not severe. Mostly rain. with some lightning mixed in. Gusty winds again up to 45 miles per hour. Maybe some small hail with this cell west of Hereford, generally moving towards town and to the east-northeast. You can see an outflow boundary depicted relatively well on the weather radar. That's what this is. This is the outflow boundary pushed out ahead of these thunderstorms, where you have the gusty, rain-cooled air moving off to the east. These winds could gust upwards of 45 to 50 miles per hour. And again, will occur well before any rainfall, so could have blowing dust with that as well. Otherwise, we'll be keeping an eye on the thunderstorms across the northern and central Texas Panhandle as they continue moving southeast over the next few hours. Storms may eventually make it into the eastern Texas Panhandle a couple hours after midnight, but for now, the primary concern is going to be damaging straight-line winds, with these storms along Highway 54 from near Texoma to Stratford to Dalhart, moving southeast at 30 to 35 miles per hour towards Channing, Dumas, Cactus. Eventually could even impact places like Vega, Amarillo, Borger, Stinnett in about 1 to 1.5 hours. We'll have to keep an eye out for other storms as well. This one southwest of Channing that could be in town by 12:10, could have some hail. That's moving northeast. And we'll also keep an eye on storms that may try and develop a little farther south over the next hour, specifically this one crossing over Highway 60 between Freona and Hereford. That storm actually looks like it's moving more east-southeast, and that could have gusty winds and maybe some small hail as well. So could be a wet and stormy night for portions of the Texas Panhandle, but for the rest of Texas, it is going to be hot and dry. We'll go ahead and turn off the weather radar, and we'll take a look at surface temperatures at 11:45 this evening. Across the state, we have temperatures generally in the 70s and 80s. Notice that 91-degree reading southwest of Alpine, west of Sanderson. So it is definitely a warm late spring or early summer night across the state. As we pop in the heat index values, you can see those are in the 90s across the coastal regions into South Texas. Still 90-degree heat index in Childress, 87 in Lubbock. So it's warm, but it could definitely be worse. It's not even July or August yet. So we'll be keeping an eye on these storms in the Texas Panhandle over the next few hours. Those of you in Amarillo, don't be surprised if you've got a nasty little squall line rolling in about 1 a.m. or so, maybe a bit after, with some strong winds, heavy rain, maybe some hail as well. So I'm David Reimer with the Texas Storm Chasers. We'll keep an eye on things this evening, post updates on our digital media platforms. You can always keep an eye on the sky with the Texas Storm Chasers Interactive Weather Radar on our website or in our free mobile app. That's going to be at texasstormchasers.com/radar, or just go for Texas Storm Chasers in your phone's app store. We'll keep an eye on things and be back if necessary. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in this evening. Stay weather aware, have a great night, and if you're heading out and about, make sure you stay hydrated. Summer's here, folks, and unless we get a tropical cyclone or 4 between now and October, that's the way it's going to stay. So thanks for tuning in. We'll be back if necessary.